Hello, welcome to episode 10 of What's the Buttons. Here with me, the Prince, and
the stinkiest of all the logs.
the very stinkiest log.
We're here.
It's a special episode today because it's the 10th one, but we've done nothing for it.
Nothing at all.
I've got some confetti.
Nice.
I've just thrown it, so
Love it.
you'd see it if you sponsored us and we got GoPros.
Mm.
But we haven't. So, yeah, I've done nothing this week apart from work. What about you?
Played a couple of games. Nothing crazy, to be fair. Flicked between a lot of games.
Yeah, Logna Regis has been busy.
Yeah.
What
are you fucking tapping?
At the desk.
What is it? Stop it. Stop tapping.
Oh, sorry.
Because all they can hear is tapping.
They like it.
How much is a fidget spinner?
No, I'm going to get one of them. Well, this is the 10th one. I mean, I can't believe we've made it this far.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm still enjoying it a lot. I'm still having a great time.
It's good fun. It is good fun.
It is good fun. I'll see if I still enjoy it in the winter when I have to drag myself out and it's freezing cold. And
yeah. To be fair, it is quite warm in here in the winter, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Well, it's not that. It's having the motivation to get up and get out, isn't it?
If you've got the motivation to go to the gym every fucking day, you've got the motivation to come sit on your arse in here and have 3 coffees and just talk shit for an hour.
This is true.
Exactly.
I concur.
See? Fantastic.
Well done.
We've just had Connor leave. Shout out to Connor.
Shout out to Con Man. Conrod.
We're delving into the world of Dungeons and Dragons.
Maybe. I've made a character. You've made a character. You're going to go on Monday and test the water.
Very complicated.
Yeah, you dip your toe in. Let me know if it's warm.
It seems quite exciting, to be fair. It's a completely different world, and creating a character was very... I have no fucking idea what I've done, to be fair. Connor's just coached us through it all, basically.
Basically a Lord of the Rings Monopoly.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Yeah, Lord of the Rings Monopoly.
Yeah, I'll vibe with that.
They're going to hate that.
Yeah, that's very offensive to them. They're going to be fuming.
They won't enjoy that at all.
No.
I might... Connor's spending his bank holiday weekend playing Dungeons and Dragons 3 days in a row, and I might go and join him on the Monday to see what the crack is about, because I'll be the front runner for that, and I'll come back with information for Ash, and he can decide whether or not it's worth his valuable time.
My time is very valuable, so it will definitely make a difference. That it will.
So that's fun.
Exciting. Right, well, first topic then. Destiny 2 announced a big expansion in February. So now it's my turn to wait, like you've been for World of Warcraft.
Just endlessly waiting. You got a long wait, man.
Yeah,
that is long.
Wait. But getting Fortnite armor in there, so, you know.
I don't. What is that? Because I keep seeing that pop up, like between Bungie and whatever.
Fortnite armor in Destiny, and Destiny's getting Destiny armor in Fortnite.
That sounds awful.
Well, it's not. So.
Why would you want Fortnite armor in
I mean the
Destiny?
Fortnite in Destiny armor, bun that.
But what is that? How I don't understand
Well,
what that is.
You remember the old Knight and stuff like that? The start of Fortnite, basically that, but like a darker Destiny version. It looks pretty cool. I've got a picture of it here.
Show me.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. There he is on the left.
Oh, absolutely nothing like what it was then.
Well, he's other than being a spitting image, I suppose. Yeah.
It's not though, is it?
Well, it is, but I digress.
That looks quite cool.
Yeah. So Destiny 2, Lightfall, boop boop, February sometime. It's exciting. Might pull me back into Destiny. I put a post on the What's the Buttons Instagram saying that the DLC or expansions are all free at the moment.
They're all free.
Although I do believe that only to be on the Epic Games Store, so it might be a PC only thing.
Probably.
So it doesn't bother me because I've got them all anyway.
Yeah, but so do I.
Interestingly, there's a £100 version.
Of course there is.
Of the Lightfall.
Already.
If you finish the Witch Queen, at the end, in like a Marvel kind of way, after the end, there's a villain that appears, which has been orchestrating things, shall we say? I suppose through the story. I'm not too good with the Destiny story. It's like shooting stuff and picking up shiny things, which Destiny is known for and being good at.
Yep.
So yeah, I believe. Well, I know that he's going to be the next villain, but they've implemented a lot of changes, a lot of things people have wanted. I don't remember anyone asking for whips but there you are. Spider-Man whips.
Yeah.
I think you can fly about. But yeah, interestingly, there's a £100 version, and it comes with an auto rifle, which, well, it looks delicious, if I'm perfectly honest with you. And it's really making me want to buy it just for the auto rifle. I mean, that's how pathetic I am. I'll be willing to dump 100 bones on a pre-order of an expansion just to get the Quicksilver Storm exotic auto rifle. But it's very cool because once you've hit X amount of shots, it then fires off micro missiles, and then once you hit even more, it then holsters a grenade in there, so you can fire a grenade. What I've seen of it, very good in PvE, rubbish in PvP.
And you can only get that with the £100 one. There's not like you sure they won't release it and then it'll be like, for another £25 you can have this gun?
No, I'm sure you'll be able to get it when Lightfall comes.
So why?
Well, because people want it early, don't they?
Oh, what, you get it before Lightfall comes out?
Yeah, you get it today. People are using
you get it straight away?
Yeah.
Right. I see.
So same with the Witch Queen.
I see.
There was a SMG that came out, and when I pre-ordered it, I can't remember what it was called, but people couldn't get it. I don't know if they can get it now, or if it was just to the end of the season. I'm unsure. But I got that, leveled it right up, and yeah, it fires basically like homing insects.
So you want to pay £100 for a gun?
Yeah.
That's
for
mad.
A game that I don't even play.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Just because I got it and you haven't. That's I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know why I am the way I am.
This is rare because I've had to pay for it, and then
oh my God, he's got the exotic auto rifle.
Then everyone's got it. Yeah. Just quickly, the villain is that the one that looks like a mushed up creme caramel?
Well, I'm trying to picture that.
Let me get a picture of the villain up, and you'll know what I mean, because that's the first thing I thought of when I see him.
Well, hold on. What's a cream caramel?
Huh?
What's a cream caramel?
A creme. Fucking hell.
A creme caramel.
You'll know it when I see it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Creme caramel. It's that thing that loads of old people love to fucking munch on. You get them in the little pots normally.
That looks delicious. What is that made of?
Caramel.
Just caramel.
It's oh, look, here you go. Them things. You would have seen them. You probably would have had them.
Yeah, I don't vibe, but that looks dangerous. That looks like something from Mars.
Yeah, but you never had one.
It looks like jelly. No, I've seen them, but I don't think I've ever partaken in its fruits.
Okay, but they're a bit shit. But now you know what a creme caramel is.
Right,
now I'm gonna Google the Lightfall villain, and then you'll understand.
Okay. He's basically like the end of a cigarette. He's just constant bellows of face smoke coming off his head.
This? Oh, just talk among yourselves.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for it. It might pull me back into Destiny. I'll be honest with you.
In February.
Well, now I'm interested, but the problem is with Destiny. Once I'm in, and I can't get out, and nothing else interests me. And I'm really enjoying Call of Duty at the moment, and that's hard to drop.
Oh yeah, you're back on the Call of Duty hype, aren't you? I can't get a picture of the fucking villain. It might not have even been. Just leave it.
The trouble is, Destiny 2, give it 4 weeks, and then the Modern Warfare 2 beta's out. So I'll get that and I'll whack that on. And then I think a couple of weeks after that I get early access to the campaign, and then a week after that I get early access to the multiplayer, and then a week after that the game launches.
And then by then it's November, and then God of War's come out and everything closes down around us, and we just play God of War.
And then FIFA. Yes, FIFA. Because West Ham have signed loads of cool players. I love West Ham.
So you'll be able to play them in the Championship.
We're not in the Championship, are you, Bean? So yeah, it might pull me in, but I don't know for how long, and I don't really want to get sucked into that Destiny hole.
But you won't.
Climb out.
You won't, though.
I will. I obsess.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, but what are you? Yeah, but what are you doing now? You ain't playing anything.
I'm playing COD.
Yeah, but so what's the problem if you play Destiny and got obsessed with that again?
Because
you're not obsessed with COD now.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't play COD.
So?
And then
fuck COD.
No, because I like it.
Yeah, but you like Destiny. I don't.
Yeah, but I can't like more than one thing at once. I have to. The only way that works is if it's a Destiny and God of War, or a Call of Duty and God of War. It has to be a single player and multiplayer game.
Would you even be interested if there wasn't a cosmetic gun that you could have?
Yeah. because I want to see where the story goes. Because the Witch Queen was
No,
fantastic.
not now.
campaign.
I mean now, not in fucking February.
Yeah,
when
because
it comes out.
I dipped in a little while ago. I dip in and I dip out.
We dipped our toes.
But I want to submerge.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered.
I want to drown in Destiny.
No
I
Man's
enjoy
Sky was
drowning.
taking everything.
Yeah, and you know me, I love the space stuff.
Yeah, this is true.
So yeah, Destiny 2 has got an exciting future. Looks to be that they're not slowing down anytime soon. So Destiny 3 not on the horizon. Massive purchase by PlayStation. They've acquired Bungie, so obviously they're not going to stop at Destiny 2. But how much longer will they grind out content for a fairly old game? I don't know.
Yeah, it happens a lot of because it's the same type of shit with World of Warcraft. A lot of people are calling for the second one because it's how long can you go in terms of expansions. Destiny might be going down the same route. Maybe Lightfall's the end of it.
A bit different because World of Warcraft's only been World of Warcraft. This is already the second Destiny. So there's already been a sequel here.
Yeah, I always forget about Destiny 1. It's been so long that in my mind they've moulded into 2.
There's a reason it's called Destiny 2. Because it's the second.
Yes, I understand how numerically how it works. Did you not hear what I said?
Yeah.
Were you not listening?
Yeah, I was.
Do you remember Destiny 1?
I said. Yeah, I do remember Destiny
I don't
1.
remember it. I played it, but I don't remember it. In my mind...
If I'm honest, I enjoyed Destiny 1, but it's Clarky, he's so gassed over it, and then I wasn't even interested in Destiny 2. And I had lived off his hype. He was like, I'm going to go and get it late at Tesco's or Game or whatever. I was like, yeah, me too.
Other stores are available.
Yeah. So, yeah, we went down there, and I've just always had bad internet wherever I've lived. We went home after the midnight launch, put it on, and, yeah, mine just took 4 years to download. I fell asleep on the sofa, didn't even play it.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was...
I love that.
But yeah, who knows what the future holds for Destiny. But whatever it is exciting for Destiny fans. I am a Destiny fan, so I'm all for it. I'm excited for those that are and myself. Moving on to something I'm interested in. Len Doggy Dog has started playing Final Fantasy. He was telling me the other day how it's really pulled him in. He can't wait to get to level 30 until he hits the samurai rank.
No, I didn't go that mental with it. I am looking to fill the void. I know what will happen.
May reiterate, this is the Final Fantasy online MMO.
Final Fantasy 14 online.
I don't know.
Blah. There's about 1 billion of them. But I'm not playing World of Warcraft at the moment. I've got bored of it. This is normally what happens at the end of a season, especially when they announce a new expansion. A lot of people, including myself, fall into the thinking of, well, what's the fucking point in me doing anything right now? Because when that expansion comes out, everything I do now is null and void, including the gear that I work so hard for. So it kills it for a lot of us. So normally when this happens, people drop off. And this year I am one of those people that have dropped off. It's fine. It's not an issue. But I'm trying to find something to fill that gap. And Final Fantasy was a tenner on Steam. I need to have a word with Square Enix. Their signing up system for making an account and all of that bullshit that comes along with it is the worst thing I have ever experienced in my life. Ash will remember the voice notes I sent him because I played it first on PlayStation.
I could probably get them up and play
it's so fucking stupid because when you make an account, it's locked. Permanently locked. So the account, whatever, I played the beta or some little trial thing years ago on my PlayStation, but it locked it to that account. So years on, when I've played it or tried to play it again, I can't remember anything. I can't remember the login, but it won't let you change it. And it's locked and blah, 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 blah. So it's been a fucking nightmare. And then 3 separate emails I've made to get an account. 3. I've used the what's the buttons email to get into it on my laptop. And yeah, I finally got in and I was reading loads of reviews and watching loads of YouTube videos and thinking, this must be alright because it's World of Warcraft's rival. And everyone says how the community is so much better and that the graphics are so much more amazing than World of Warcraft and the story's so much better and blah, blah, blah. And I've played it and it just doesn't grasp me by the bollocks as much as World of Warcraft does. It just doesn't.
Well, what happened? Because the other day you were fairly upbeat on it.
It just doesn't. I think I probably haven't given it as much time. There'll be other people that have played it a lot and we'll be sitting here going, oh, you haven't given it enough time, blah, 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 blah. But for me, I don't think that the graphics are actually that good. I don't really like the character design. Everyone's running around as a woman because in Final Fantasy they make them look as sexy as possible. So naturally, all the big sweaty nerds are going to make themselves a fit girl. So and that's as far as it goes. All the character models are very similar, and it's just when you get in, it's just very. I don't find it immersive at all. It's got a 2.5 second global cooldown on your abilities, which I've just spoken a load of gibberish to you. But
That's foreign to me.
on World of Warcraft, it's 2 seconds. It basically means when you use an ability on World of Warcraft, it has a cooldown before you can use it again. And normally they call it a global cooldown, so there will be out of 20 of your abilities, 19 of them will follow that cooldown. So if you use an ability, you can't use anything else for 2 seconds while it all cools down. Final Fantasy is 2.5 seconds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you've done 13, 14 years of a 2 second global cooldown, 2.5 makes that combat feel very slow because you're waiting that extra half a second. I didn't like that. The UI of it all, the HUD, it's clunky. To me, it looks basic. It looks cheap for a game that's meant to be a lot better than World of Warcraft, according to a lot of the people that play it and have played both games. It seemed very cheap and rushed in my eyes. But as I'm sure is the same with World of Warcraft, I guarantee there's mods. I'm pretty sure in game you can even change the layout. So there will 100% be something there to address that. But it just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't grab me as much as WoW does. I like the fact that on World of Warcraft you have different classes. So rogue, hunter, warrior, things like that. If you select one, you make a character. You make a rogue. If you then want to play a hunter, you got to go and make another character. That's just how it works. Whereas with Final Fantasy, you make one character. Once you hit a certain level, you can switch to any class you want on the fly. I like that. So you haven't got to make a load of characters. That's enjoyable. But yeah, it just didn't pull me in as much as I thought it would. I was really excited for it. It was one of them where I was thinking about it constantly at work and things like that, and wanted to get home and play it. And when I finally got the chance to jump on it and see what all the fuss was about, it just weren't. Maybe it's just because it's not my thing. The art style and everything, it's very anime, and that just doesn't roll with me, if I'm honest.
That's a fair assessment.
So yeah, but for a tenner, you get 30 days free. So I've still got a couple of weeks worth that I can jump on it if I feel like giving it another go. I'm not saying that it's a bad game at all. It obviously isn't, because there's millions of people that play it. I just don't think it was for me. I was hoping that it would be my replacement to World of Warcraft, but if I'm honest, it isn't. It just isn't, and that's that.
Well, as I said to you the other day, I believe that from everything I've seen, I'm obviously not that MMO guy, so I can't give solid advice. But when I've looked into it, a lot of the advice has been it gets very, very, very good after 100 hours.
Yeah.
Now, 100 hours is a long time to put into something you're not really enjoying, just to get to see if it's any good.
It's a lot of effort, because again, it was very much once you get past level 30 is when it really starts to open up. But the problem you run into is if I've got to get to level 30 in the first place and it's not gripping me at all through that, like you just said, it's a slog. And it's not. I'm not that invested in it to do that.
MMOs can have, in my opinion, squishy middle, but it needs to be grabbed in the beginning, and it needs to be a very interesting end game. Yeah. They're the meat and gravy, the end game, and to be grabbed at the beginning. The middle can be hit or miss, but it has to be good at the start. Otherwise, you're not going to go through it.
Yeah.
And if you if you have to slog through 100 hours, that people say, before it gets to the world-class MMO it claims to be, then that's not good enough. But I don't know what it can do to change that much to make it accelerate to a 10 out of 10. But
my issue is that I will always compare every MMO to World of Warcraft. I just will. And if I'll sit there and I'll go, oh, well, World of Warcraft does this better, and I prefer that on World of Warcraft, I eventually reach a conclusion where I go, well, World of Warcraft's there. I'll just fucking play that. I'll go back on that, because I'm just looking to play something similar to that, so why won't I just fucking play that? And I think it will be like that for a very long time, if I'm honest, until the game finally rests.
That's gonna be forever.
It's good. They'll keep milking it. The amount of money they make off of it, they'll keep rolling. But yeah, that's my little assessment on Final Fantasy. My opinion could change next week. We could be sitting here this time next week, and I'll go, it's fucking incredible. I thought No Man's Sky was shit when I first played it. Now it's one of my favourite games. So I'm open to have my mind changed. But for now, I just don't like the idea of having to put in so much time and effort to get that reward out of it. I want to be rewarded sort of from the get-go for playing it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes complete sense, and
So,
I
yeah.
concur.
That's that.
How would you feel, or how do you feel about the price of petrol?
I used to hate it. I have a work van now, so it costs me nothing. But I can understand that, yeah, well, coming from someone who did have a massive fuel bill, I hate the fucking price of petrol.
How do you feel about
Where's
the
this going?
cost of products going up?
Yeah, it's annoying. You see how expensive Lurpak is? Other
Yeah.
butters are available. I'm not paying 7-8 quid for some butter. It's mental. And cheese. I love cheese. It's now like fucking 7 quid for a block of Cathedral City. Other cheeses are available.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, I don't like it at all.
Well, that's a shame because PlayStation prices have gone up by £30 in the UK.
Yeah.
480 quid for the disc version, 390 for the disc-less.
What have they done that for?
You know, funny and that.
What have they done that for?
Banter.
No fucker can get hold of one still anyway.
Something to do with a global economic crisis.
Yeah. But what's made it that extra 30 though?
I don't know.
Of all the numbers to pluck out of thin air, 30
So
quid.
if you're Microsoft, if you're Xbox right now,
Yeah.
what do? Do you sit there and go, "You silly billies, we're gonna sit where we are," or do you go one step further and go, "I see you, and we're gonna drop our price by 20-30 quid"?
Don't think it matters.
No.
I don't think it matters because, again, I won't bother because I know what it will be. I guarantee you now I can go on Amazon and there will be an Xbox there that I can buy straight away and have it delivered to me tomorrow. He's going to have a look. So I think the sort of ties in with how you were thinking about that gun on Destiny. You want that because no other fucker has it in your mind. No one's got a PS5 because you can't get hold of one. So when they become available, people are going to want one of them over an Xbox because they can't get hold of one. So people will pay the extra 30 quid, but I think there's always going to be an divide, and people they don't care about the Xbox. It's just
So the Xbox is available. You can get it by the 3rd of October.
this is
The
what I'm saying.
PlayStation 5, obviously I haven't looked for a long time. I purchased mine on the 17th of September in 2020. It says.
Mm-hmm.
It says here, available by invitation. And there's a little button.
Yeah.
It's a high demand item with limited quantities. We
Yeah.
won't be able to grant all requests.
Yep.
But you can request invitation. So I guess once they've accepted that, then you can buy it.
See, that's mental. So now it's rolled on like a Steam Deck. So you have to be invited to buy one. That's how in demand they are.
What blows my mind, and I was thinking about this either this morning or yesterday, I can't remember, my memory shit so me. But the PlayStation 5, as I've just seen there, came out in 2020.
Yeah.
I've had it since launch day, or the day after, because my delivery got messed up or whatever.
Yeah.
How many games are coming out or have come out that are just for PS5?
Fuck all.
It's crazy. So
Mm.
in the next console generation, when the PS5 or PS6 inevitably comes out, there really isn't much point in jumping and trying your hardest to get it.
I stupidly had it on pre-order and cancelled it for whatever
We've been
reason.
through this, you're a Wally.
But when I finally got the PS5, I got it a couple of weeks after it released. The hype around it was just that. It was just hype because you're right. There was no benefit to having a PS5 at time of release.
Apart from maybe Cyberpunk running better.
Maybe. You know what I mean? Or Spider-Man. But there wasn't anything for it to warrant getting it. So
Dark Souls, Demon Souls remaster.
yeah, but again, it's not a
It only speaks to certain people.
Yeah. People, you're going to get a PS5 anyway. If you want one, chances are you're going to end up with one. But people were going mental to get hold of one when it first released, as did I. But they didn't. If you didn't have one, you weren't missing out. I was more annoyed at the fact that it doesn't have fucking themes on it. Why did they get rid of themes on the
Yeah,
PS5?
that
That's
makes me
annoying.
sad.
But there was nothing for it, and yeah, I agree with you. 2 years on, and
I'm trying to think
there's
of
still nothing.
a PS5 game that you can only get on PS5 that I've gone, wow.
Horizon. Is that only PS5?
No, that's PS4 as well.
Is it? What, Forbidden West is PS4 as well?
Both. And same, like I say, God of War, still PS4.
Yeah.
And you're just thinking, well, if I didn't get a PS5 and I got God of War on PS4 or Horizon on PS4 or whatever other game on the PS4, 9 times out of 10, when I get a PS5, I can play it on the PS5, or there's a small upgrade.
Yeah,
fee.
yeah.
So you're not losing out by not having a PS5 because the same game works and it will just be better.
No, yeah, you can still. But I'm saying if it's not a case of, oh shit, there's all this stuff that you can only have on PS5.
I know, I'm agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. You could just plod along with your PS4 and still get all the games because there's no wowing PS5 games off the top of my head that you can only get and be like, oh, I wish I had a PlayStation 5 because Metal Gear Solid's out or something. There is nothing.
But they have officially stopped producing the PS4.
Yeah, but so when are they going to start just focusing on PS5? Because
maybe from when they said that they were going to let the PS4 essentially die out. But maybe they're running with the idea of, we're not going to put as much effort now into getting all these PS5 exclusives out until more people have a PS5 than they do a PS4.
So what is it? It's 2 years, November, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So 2 years.
And there's fuck all.
It's normally like a 6-year life cycle between the consoles.
About that, yeah.
So this time next year, we'll be halfway through the generic life cycle.
Yeah.
And how many games PS5 only are we going to have?
Yeah, well,
so it just makes me wonder, what is the point?
I reckon maybe Sony as a company are somewhat not scared but cautious of, if you suddenly, because it is so difficult to get hold of a PS5 and the majority of people will still have a PS4, maybe suddenly switching to just releasing PS5 games will cut off quite a big portion of your market, therefore your money.
No, I completely agree, and I'm fully for them making PS4 versions, but they are hindering their own development.
You've got to give us something.
There will be a game that should be PS5 only, i.e. God of War. Like, I'm happy it's coming out for people that have only got a PS4.
Yeah.
But at the same point, if you just done that on PS5, what sort of game are we looking at then? Compared to what it's going to be on PS4? Yeah. It could be phenomenal. It could be so much better than what it probably already be.
I got a list of the PS5 exclusive
games.
Hit
me and I'll hit you with my thoughts.
I got a list and there's only 14 of them, I think.
All right. Well, I'll give you.
Ghostwire Tokyo. Haven't played that.
No, that's a rip for me. Not interested.
Gran Turismo 7.
Not interested in racing games.
Right. Marvel's Spider-Man. Miles Morales.
No, I quite enjoyed that. Didn't mind that.
You got Demon Souls.
No, as much as I'm a Souls vet, I haven't played it.
Some of these games aren't actually out. Forspoken isn't actually out.
Not out yet.
But that does look good. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, very good.
Yeah, my daughter loves it.
Yeah, but very good.
Nearly platinumed it.
Astro's Playroom, fuck off.
It's built in. That's Alex the Kid for PS5.
Returnal.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good game. But once again, that came out ages ago.
It says Horizon Forbidden West is a PS5 exclusive. Maybe it is a PS5 exclusive.
It's definitely not. It's 100% out on PS4. 100%. I can Google it right now.
Why does it say that it literally says it's a PS5 exclusive?
Horizon Forbidden West. And you can go PS4.
Yeah.
Right, and then you can go shopping.
Oh, no, yeah. This list is a bit iffy because it's got God of War Ragnarok on it and God of War and Starfield.
Yeah, there you go. You can buy it, PS4.
Why has it got Starfield on here? What's going on? This is a shitty list.
I'm probably going to get Starfield on Xbox, by the way, just because Bethesda are owned by Xbox. I think if there's any goodies to come. Although
you was going to get Starfield on Xbox anyway.
Was I? I don't know.
Yeah, that's why you. That's literally why you got an Xbox.
Oh yeah, because it don't come out on PS4.
Fuck
yeah, bro. It's been a long week. Come on now. Yeah, I forgot. It don't even come out on PS4, so I don't know why I'm saying that. But it's because you just said it's on that list to confuse me.
I'm sorry. No, this is a bullshit list. I found a decent list though. Destruction All Stars.
Yeah, just like
that was like it was like a free game. I think.
Just PlayStation Plus or something.
It was yeah. You got Returnal, Final Fantasy VII remake. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so don't get me wrong. I'm all for the PS5. It's very pretty. Everything runs great. I love it, and I'd rather have one than not. But was it worth? Obviously, it's a good stress to have. But was it worth the stress of trying to get one and get one for your pals for what? Arguably better looking PS4 games.
I am more than happy that I've managed to get one because of how much of I never thought 2 years on it would be still an absolute fucker to get hold of one. Having to have an invitation to buy one, that's mental 2 years on. Obviously, it's done very, very well. I don't know the number of how many it sold. I think it has sold more than Xbox has of their console.
Yeah, well, I think Xbox are going to be gaining on them now.
Yeah, because
really
it's more readily available. Because you can
it's
get
Game
one on the
Pass,
fly.
man. Game Pass is a game changer for so many people,
Yeah.
and Starfield coming and
Sony are a bit behind on that. I flicked through their version of the Game Pass and stuff, and it seems a bit shit.
Once God of War's hit and been and gone, then what we're looking at, because they've just dropped Horizon as well.
Well, you got the Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah. I think that will be quite big.
Is that exclusive? Is it?
Yeah, and then you've got obviously Forspoken. That looks very good. That does look decent. This is the thing.
Games like that can come out of left field and be like the new Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, there's decent games that are coming, but you just got the wait is long. What I'm finding is that I'm turning on my PS5 less and less because there's just nothing knocking around. It's just PS4 games. I'm going on the PlayStation Store, looking at PS4 games. Very quick. They're getting sued, didn't they?
I see this, yeah.
They're getting sued. We're getting our monies back.
I'm going to be worth a lot for
You're
them
getting
FIFA
them Fortnite
points.
skins back.
FIFA points, Fortnite bucks and COD points. I'm going to be rolling
because they were inflating the prices on their store, and we all fucking knew it because everyone looked at the prices on that store and went, "What the fuck? Why are these so much more expensive?"
These lawsuits very rarely win, and they very rarely win.
I think they'll win, but it will. From what I've heard and read, it will take literal years for you to see anything from it, if at all you're going to see anything from it.
And it's going to be a long process. Be like, oh, are you entitled to this? Right, well, you write down every single thing you bought in 10 years. Be like, nah. Yeah,
if you've ever tried to return a game that you bought from the PlayStation Store, you know that they're an absolute bastard to get anything done. You buy a game from the PlayStation Store, sometimes it can, in the settings, it can be set to automatically start downloading. If you've already started or finished downloading a game you bought from the PlayStation Store, you cannot return it. It's mental.
Bloody mental.
That's ridiculous.
This isn't on the list, by the way, but it's just popped in my head. Battlefield 2042 is just dropped season 2. All right. But
that long,
everyone's going nuts for it now. It's gone. It's flipped. It's done a No Man's Sky.
Have they done decent with it?
They've done decent with it. It's come back.
Yeah.
And obviously, with buying
the most expensive edition we could get hold of,
we probably got. I think we got the first 5 seasons or something, 4 seasons for free.
Yeah.
And I've already missed out on the first one.
Yeah, because it was wank.
But apparently, it's looking pretty good.
So we're wanting to give Battlefield another
I think
go.
I'll be looking at giving Battlefield another go.
I love Battlefield, man.
Same.
It's got a special place in my heart. I think it's a fantastic game. So that is a game that I'm more than happy to give another crack. But we loved it when it released as well. We still loved it.
It just got very stale very quick.
Yeah.
And the bugs become more and more apparent, and it'd be like, oh yeah, you're about to join a game. Oh no, you're back in the lobby.
Oh yeah, that was so
frustrating.
And you were stuck to one map.
Yeah,
for
you was playing that snow level 7 times in a row. You're like,
or the one with the skyscrapers. That one, that fucking.
Yeah, let's put the capture points on top of the skyscrapers and let them drive hovercrafts.
Yeah, up the side. Yeah, up the skyscrapers. Yeah,
you can drop tanks on there as well.
Yeah, I will happily jump back on that because I thought it was the ideas there were fantastic, especially with the different classes, like the one that you could the wingsuit.
They've changed it.
You can't wingsuit anymore.
No, well, yeah, you can, but they've changed it. So one of the big problems with Battlefield and people's opinions, I agree, was that the operators, they're going down Apex Road, so they want to sell characters.
Yeah.
They've changed it now. So they said the operators are not going anywhere, but they've changed the operators into classes now. So you've got attack, specialist, engineer, I can't remember the other one, medic, and their abilities are in them classes, so to speak.
Right, I see. So you wouldn't be able to be, let's say, have the wingsuit and then run around with an LMG.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I gather from it, but without playing it. I'm
Which
not
ain't
sure.
bad. Which ain't bad, to be
No,
fair.
and they've also changed the dialogue or they're changing the dialogue for the people, and they're making.
They're saying the same.
Not just that, because Battlefield's supposed to be like quite grounded, and they're making it like comedic, like what a good game we had.
Yeah,
and they want it to be like more gritty.
Yeah, it's
So
not
like,
COD.
They've changed their faces.
I will download it again.
So it'll probably be ready by next Friday.
Because I think
It's
that's
gonna be massive to
No,
download.
you just said that you was getting. You haven't got Disney in there yet.
Disney.
Sorry, I really mumbled that. You haven't got decent
No,
internet yet.
I need to sort that, but I think I might be getting some powerful internet.
Ooh, we love it. We love it, man.
We're massive off topic because it's supposed to be about PlayStation price. Increased by £30, mental amount of money.
I think it's bullshit with the way that everything's going up at the moment. Of all the companies that are in serious profit, Sony is one of them. Doesn't need to bump up the fucking price of a PlayStation. That's your fault for not being able to get it out to your consumers as well as Xbox have. So don't punish the consumer by bumping it up 30 quid. You should have dealt with it better. You had all the time in the world to do that, especially while people are struggling as it is. Don't make them pay an extra 30 quid for something they don't fucking need.
Let's go back to Battlefield.
Yes, please.
I've just got an article up. It's just appeared, actually. Battlefield. This comes from Eurogamer.net. I've never read.
What, you never heard of them?
I've never read this article,
Oh.
so I don't know how long it is. I'll skim through it. I'm a good reader. Battlefield 2042 Season 2 is a return to form.
Love it.
New season kicks off next week.
Fantastic.
More than 2 months on from the release of Battlefield 2042 Season 1, which was generally well received, the game's next... Well, Season 1 was.
Was it?
Yeah, Season 1. Obviously, we didn't have a Season 1. We were just playing. Season 1 came out a couple of months ago, didn't it? With the
I
new map and
remember
stuff.
us talking about it, yeah.
So, genuinely well received. The game's next season finally kicks off at the end of this month on 30th of August. The content drop is familiar too, with Season 2 containing just one new map, a new specialist, a couple of new vehicles and some new weapons. Despite the snail's pace in which DICE is... You can't argue with that. In which DICE is moving to improve the game since its disastrous launch last year, new content looks promising and most importantly, feels up to the standard we used to expect from DICE of yesteryear. The new map Stranded is even smaller than the already small exposure that dropped with Season 1.
Good. Maps are too big.
That's a good thing. The biggest complaints about the launch maps stemmed from the fact that they are far too big. The large scale was intended to accommodate the 128 player lobbies new to Battlefield 2042. The problem is that it would take an ungodly amount of time to move from objective to objective, whilst the sheer size of the maps meant that DICE encountered hardware limitations, yes, even on the new gen consoles, when trying to fill the map with cover or even simple surface details. As a result, the maps felt barren and empty. Stranded is the complete opposite. It almost feels like an admission that DICE overstepped the mark with the gigantic maps. In an early hands-on session for Eurogamer, I enjoyed the fact that Stranded felt very infantry-focused with tight choke points and plenty of cover. But what particularly struck me was just how gorgeous the map looked, thanks to its smaller size. DICE has been able to concentrate on adding surface details, fauna and grass all over the map. It felt more like a Battlefield map from previous games, and one which shows just how technically capable the Frostbite engine can be. There is still one elephant in the room: the lack of destruction. It's a signature element of the Battlefield franchise that's still missing. This was raised with DICE in a subsequent Q&A session but was left unanswered. If I had to speculate, I guess the game's pesky instance count is again limited in how much DICE is able to add to the map. The new specialist, Charlie Crawford, is a stereotypical British geezer. Stereotypical British geezer that appears to be inspired by Jason Statham.
Fucking hell.
As a support specialist, Crawford can revive teammates faster whilst replenishing their ammo. Crawford's signature gear, the Vulcan, is a mountable minigun with a ballistic shield. What could possibly go wrong, eh? That's me, not the article. The Vulcan is perfect for defending a position and providing cover fire. To balance it out, the minigun has a limited angle of rotation, making it easier to opponents. That's a typo. That's not me.
Brilliant.
To flank and take out the operator. It can also be taken out with 1 or 2 well-aimed rockets. On to vehicles. Season 2 comes with 2, 4... Do you want me to continue this, or are you giving up?
I've given up.
Right. It's got a couple of vehicles. 3 new weapons. AM40, PF51.
It sounds good, is what it sounds like. That sounds interesting.
Despite my positive principles to come back with 2042 is in dire need of more content at the current pace, the game won't feel complete until the end of the year one updates as to whether there will be a year 2 in EA's grand vision of live service games. I have my doubts.
Right, so we're not going to play it until year 2 then.
That was from Ishrak Saban. Thanks for the article. I had to skip over it because Rhys got bored. That's not your fault. That's just Battlefield and what it's done to us.
It's just a long article.
But yeah, I mean, I'm more willing to test it out and see what the crack is because I haven't even tested out season 1 stuff.
Nope,
so
I haven't even touched it.
There's loads of stuff in there to look. Anyway, but yeah, that being EA, and by the way, yeah, fuck the £30 increase for PlayStation. But EA being the creators of Battlefield moves us nicely onto the rumours that Amazon are acquiring them.
I find that strange.
It is a strange one.
I do find that very strange because why, of all of the companies to try and buy EA, would it not have been Sony or fucking Microsoft?
Can they afford them? I mean, we're probably talking like 30 to 40 billion.
I feel like they could afford that. I feel like they could do that.
But also,
why the fuck's Amazon running into that?
Let's say FIFA. This is the last ever FIFA, right?
Oh, thank God for that. Well, it's not though, is it? They're just changing the name.
Yeah, but with changing the name, it's not just changing the name. They're not going to be licensed by FIFA anymore. Now, licenses cost a lot of money. That's why Pro Evolution Soccer...
So they won't have names?
I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I haven't read that, but my assumption would be they're probably going to lose a lot of licenses.
Yeah.
These licenses cost a lot of money. There's a lot of football clubs. There's a lot of rights to players, all sorts of stuff. So the future for EA and its money cow of Ultimate Team, who knows where that's going to go. If FIFA's continuing, saps like me will continue to buy it and spend money on FIFA Ultimate Team, then yes, it's an investment worth investing in because you will get your money back tenfold. But yeah, that's their big hitter, isn't it? EA, FIFA, Madden, maybe they do.
Yeah,
Madden.
but what does EA have to offer to Amazon? Because I know Amazon are trying very hard to branch into the gaming world.
Exactly that. Because
they've got partnership with Blizzard as well, in terms of little cosmetics and stuff that you originally had to pay for. Because it caused quite a big stir because the people who had in fact paid for these cosmetics were then getting pissed off because people like myself who didn't pay for them could now get them for free because we just had an Amazon Prime account. And it's like 30, 40 quid's worth of free stuff that we've just been given. So they are trying to get in. Oh, well, look at New World. I know it's obviously flopped down now, but that was massive when it first came out. Too buggy. It didn't live for very long, but they are trying. I just think it's a very expensive. Well, it's Amazon. Let's face it; they've got fucking endless amounts of cash.
But then you're using EA, right? So we're talking FIFA, obviously, the big one.
Yeah.
They've obviously got numerous other sports titles. Now, another big one for them right now is Star Wars.
Yeah. Yep.
And they've got the second Jedi Survivor, I think. The first one called Jedi Fallen Order. Massive hit for EA. They don't do single player games. That was a big hit. It's a fantastic game. It still annoys me that you haven't played it. You went, oh, this is really pretty. Anyway, what's that? There's a bird.
Maybe.
Bird just flew past my window.
Wait. What was it we was talking about last episode about the remake? And that it flopped because the studio, everyone got sacked and blah, 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 and they might not have the money to do it. Are they also run by EA?
No.
They're completely independent?
No. Yeah, that's nothing to do with EA. EA are just doing...
Oh, that's upsetting. I thought there might be a nice little tie-off to say, oh, Amazon
well, you never know.
They
might try and buy the rights. Who knows?
It would be smart if they could, because they've got the money. Amazon would have the money to do that, and it not matter.
About KOTOR? It hurts.
Yeah, but they would have the money to do that, and if it didn't work, they go, fuck it, that don't matter. Bargain bucket, and we'll just pull something else out. We've got loads of dough.
Can't play with people's emotions like that.
Yeah, but it's Amazon. They don't give a fuck.
Anyway, EA Star Wars. I think EA also have like a huge chunk of the license for Star Wars because of Battlefront as well.
Yeah. Now,
Battlefront 2, it started off badly. Too much monetization. It nosedived.
That's EA.
Exactly. And then they backtracked on that and made a lot of it. Well, they took the loot boxes out.
Well, it's fucking just gambling. Just pure
they
gambling.
took the loot boxes out and made
everything
accessible through just playing the game, which obviously it should have been from the get-go.
Yep.
Because I don't think people mind if I want a new Anakin skin. Well, you can buy that, but don't make it so you can't buy Anakin. Which is what the problem was. So and they stopped. They continued to support it for a little while, and then they stopped, and that's very sad for a Star Wars fan like me. They basically said they're not going to do Battlefront 3 because they're focusing on, because it's DICE, they're focusing on Battlefront.
Yeah.
That's their main one. So they basically said no Battlefront 3. If Amazon purchased them, I would like to think Battlefront 3, because the player base for that on PC is still huge. I can still find games easily on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
It's still big. But it
so
will be.
Because it's Star Wars.
Because it's good, yeah.
It's Star Wars, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm not being funny. It's Star Wars. You got a massive IP there. I don't know how long the licenses last. I know there was rumours that EA said to do Battlefront 3 is just too expensive because of all the different licenses that you need and blah blah blah. Amazon can just go, yeah, we'll have that.
Yeah, we'll absorb that. That's fine. Let me just open up the wallet.
You make a proper Star Wars game, you are minted.
You're in it.
You will never not make money. If you could make Battlefront 3, as I've just said, and make all the content accessible, but unlock skins, i.e. Call of Duty, Fortnite, skins, not weapons, not characters. You can unlock skins with money. People will buy that, and you're doing fine. If you're locking characters behind paywalls, unless it's like expansion packs, that's different. If you're just locking characters behind paywalls, that's when people are like, no, I don't want to do that, because that's egregious.
Yeah.
So if they can make it, so they could, like Call of Duty, if they can just unlock skins through the store, they will always make money, and they'll have a very successful game. I don't know, some of these people, I think, I don't understand their business minds. I'm not a business-minded person, but that seems like very simple business.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy, like you, like many of my friends, this cool skin that's, looks like the Joker, I'll spend 20 quid on that because I like it.
Yeah.
Would I buy that if I had to buy that character? Probably still would. But the point of the matter is it's egregious, isn't it? Yeah, You'll get more people buy it because they like the idea of it, because they want it rather than have to. That's what makes people annoyed and makes people not want to do it. Seems simple business to me, but...
Look at the Lord of the Rings series that's coming out. The amount of money they've thrown into that. Because they've got the money, and two, because they know the fan base of Lord of the Rings, and myself included fucking heavily, will lap it up. We will love it, and they'll make some serious dough out of it. They aren't stupid. They know that something with a massive fan base, if they make something decent with it, that's it, they're set. So they would be stupid to not pick up something along the lines of Star Wars and work out to just do something with it, because that is, in my opinion, when it comes to gaming, a market that has barely been fucking touched. You know what I mean? That's a yogurt and someone's just taken the lid off and licked the fucking lid. They haven't even put the spoon in the yogurt yet.
Great analogy.
You know what I mean? Like it's something that you can make so much money out of, and I think when you're obviously EA's massive and have loads of money, but they don't have as much money as Amazon do, so they're not prepared to take the risks. Whereas a massive company like Amazon probably don't give a fuck, because they know if they lose money, well, they'll make it back in a week. It's not a problem. You know what I mean? So it's exciting. It is exciting. I'm intrigued to see exactly what they do. I think they could be a serious powerhouse in the gaming world just because of the sheer amount of cash they have available. They can just fucking pay to win.
Well, if they can acquire a studio of EA's stature,
like
regardless of opinions of EA themselves, and they could, obviously the licenses that they hold currently, they could really, that's like skipping the line. Instead of being like, let's create this studio, let's just buy EA.
Yeah, let's just have them. Let's just have them because we can.
Because they've not really got a great reputation. If we turn that reputation around, it'll be like, oh my God, Amazon are geniuses.
But you'll probably find that Microsoft and Sony, they probably were thinking, because this is what's going on at the moment. Big whales are just buying all the studios. It's a war going on with studios. People are just trying to buy up the biggest ones that they can. And yeah, I think Amazon have just looked at it and gone, well, we want to fucking slice
I really dislike that, by the way. I really dislike that. I know this is a common argument, but I think all games should, if possible, be on all consoles. The consoles themselves should have separate features which make them...
Agreed.
Because I love PlayStation, and I also really enjoy Xbox now, so it wouldn't really fuss me too much which one I bought. But I don't like the fact that I had to buy an Xbox just to play Starfield.
Had to pick,
and I have to justify that to my wife. I'm going to spend
yeah.
450 quid on an Xbox to play one game. Are you nuts? That's like me buying a telly because I want to watch Stranger Things.
But that's why crossplay is becoming so much bigger and so much better. Going back to No Man's Sky, I can't believe how incredible the crossplay is on that, because it is incredible. You can be playing on an Xbox, I can be on the PlayStation, Connor can be on the PC. We can all play together and we can all talk to each other, and it's so streamlined.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth, to be fair.
And it's that crossplay is just getting better and better and better. And it would be lovely where it got to a point where there would be there's like Xbox and PlayStation and things like that. But it's never going to do that because it's already set. The building is there. Why would they bother doing it when you can just do crossplay? Because then at that point, it doesn't matter, does it?
Well, crossplay, the only reason crossplay even exists is because of...
Yes.
You don't know, do you?
Nope.
Fortnite. It's the only reason crossplay exists.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Crossplay was never a thing until Fortnite.
Surely not.
All right, Google it.
No.
All right, I'll do it now.
It's lies.
What made crossplay in consoles?
According to Wikipedia, prior to 2006, hardware consoles typically lacked built-in internet connections, often requiring special hardware to be able to connect to the internet.
Oh, well, that's not ideal. Let me tailor the question to
Other
my
AI interfaces are available.
Did Fortnite set up crossplay?
According to Digzerto, the good news is that
Ooh.
Fortnite does support cross-platform play.
No, this isn't getting us anywhere. That's just telling you that it does. I'll believe you. I'll choose to believe you.
Trust me. Carry on talking.
Because a lot of things do crossplay. Dead by Daylight, I turn it off because PC players on Dead by Daylight are fucking toxic. I hate you. I hate you all, and you have an upper hand on everything. It's not fair. But crossplay is very good, and I think that's the main reason why bother cutting down the faction of Xbox and PlayStation when you could just have the games as crossplay, because then that solves the issue.
Fortnite was the first game to support crossplay across Xbox and PlayStation.
So everything else would have been that and PC. So like PlayStation and PC, Xbox and PC, not Xbox and PlayStation.
They started it. I know they started it.
So of all the things to pave the way, it's that shitty little fucking game.
It's not shit. It rolls with the times. The thing is about Fortnite, it made waves, and it still does. And we have them to thank for being able to play with our friends.
I just don't like the fact that they copy everything.
All right. Well, that's the best form of flattery, is it not?
No.
But they don't copy everything, do they? I don't see any other battle royales running around with the licenses and the skins they got. It's insane. Have you seen? I don't even like Dragon Ball Z. I want to buy a Dragon Ball Z skin because it looks so good.
Yeah, they've done well, but they've done well off of just piggybacking off of everyone, and now they finally made themselves into something. But let's not deny all they are, or all they were, because it's probably changed now, so I'll be wrong saying all they are, but all they were was a game that copied every other fucker around them. But now that's the Battle Royale thing. They all copy everyone. So it is what it is.
This is Langdog's opinion, not mine.
I just don't like Fortnite. I think it's because majority of people that play it are children, and I find them fucking annoying. Simple as that. It irks me.
Once again, Langdog's opinion, not mine.
They are annoying.
You're annoying.
Playing with children on games is fucking annoying.
It annoys me when I play with you on games.
It
You're
doesn't
just shouting
matter.
at me.
Yes, but we're adult enough that you can sit there and swear at me, whereas a little kid, little 6-year-old Timmy, I can't tell him to fuck off and have a go at him. It's annoying.
Just turn your mic off. Don't listen to him.
I shouldn't have to. Anyway,
Unbelievable. You're supposed to be a grown man.
it doesn't matter. They're annoying.
You're annoying. Anyway, that is... Well, yeah. Go on Amazon. Buy EA. Make loads of Star Wars stuff. That's basically all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Please buy EA just so you can make loads of Star Wars stuff. That's the only ask I have for you. I don't care what you do with anything else. Apart from FIFA, don't break that. Moving on. A bit different from games. Last of Us series. Did you see the new trailer?
Nope.
Supposed to be a Last of Us fan, man.
Haven't bothered looking at
Anyway,
any of it.
the new trailer, Pedro Pascal, he is bang on for Joel. He's perfect.
Yeah.
They nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. That's all I'm saying. I thought you might have seen it, but obviously not. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I have so much faith in this that I don't feel the need to watch anything because I'm already as hyped as I'm ever going to get about it.
Yeah, but sometimes you're just like, oh, I'll have a
No,
look at that.
I
You're
want it
hyped for Lord of the Rings, but you're gasping down and guzzling down every trailer.
only because it pops up. The Last of Us stuff for some reason doesn't pop up for me, but I'm.
That's like that ASMR, isn't it? Is that what it's called?
He's rubbing his.
Is that
beard
ASMR?
No, because it sounds horrible. What has happened? What has happened? First couple of episodes, we were really anal about making background noise or anything. There was a geezer fucking upstairs putting a bathroom in, and we were getting annoyed because he had a drill going, and I thought, oh, fucking hell, it's going to ruin the podcast. He's sitting there, tapping every fucking thing he can, and now he's rubbing the beard, the fuck off, rubbing the mic in his beard. It's mental.
Is it ASMR?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Odd, isn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't sound good, does it?
I don't know.
It's like they sit there and they fucking whisper and tap into the mic. Every now and then it pops up on TikTok, doesn't it? It'll be just,
I don't know. I'm not on TikTok.
It'll be someone sitting in a bikini just tapping on a mic. Obvious. Literally, that's all it is. And then people are just sending them money for doing it. It's
a great
crazy.
business model.
It's exactly what they do.
Well,
It's no different to the people on Twitch where they sit there in a hot tub in a bikini because they know that poor unfortunate souls will sit there and go, oh, boobs. here's a tenner. Yeah. What are we on about?
I don't know.
What other
Last of Us, good stuff. Moving on from Last of Us.
very good stuff.
House of Dragons, first episode.
Loved it. Fantastic
Well, let's review
behaviour. I watched it with Steph on the big telly. And
How big's big?
75 inches.
Fucking hell's bells, Jesus!
It's broken though.
What
The TV's broken.
Has it got lines in it?
No, the screen has stopped working. You have to keep turning it on and off again. So we're taking it back.
What? Is it
Yeah.
new?
3 years. It's under warranty. It's getting sorted. It's fine.
75 inches.
It was sold to us as 80, but it's 75.
Regardless.
So we've been stiffed 5 inches, and
What, did you buy
5
brand
inches.
new?
Sorry, Ash. 5 inches is very big.
How much was this telly?
I don't know. It's not mine. I didn't pay for it, did I?
That's gotta be
I think
nutty
it was
money.
over $1,000. I think.
Well, I
it
should
was quite
bloody
big.
hope so.
It was big.
I paid like 600-700
But
quid for mine. It's 55.
But it's in a big room, so it suits the room.
It's 75 inches. Of course, it needs to be in a fucking big room.
Yeah, but it suits the room. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't look ridiculous. If I put a
I
70,
don't care how it looks. If it's 75 inches, it can go in the bathroom if it fits.
you can see it through the window when you leave.
That's crazy.
But we watched it, and for the first 10-15 minutes, I don't know if you'll be the same, I sat there and thought, this is shit.
No, but I just thought of something.
Yeah, right.
I used to have a friend called Oliver,
Okay.
right? But his nickname was Fart in the Bath. You get it? You get it? Oliver? Oliver? I just remembered it. Oliver? It sounds like a fart in a bath, doesn't it? That's why it's called Fart in the Bath. Yeah. It's cracking, isn't it? Oliver?
What is that? What the fuck are you on about?
Right,
That's
it
brilliant.
makes sense,
I
doesn't
love
it?
that. Yeah,
You
that's
get it?
fantastic. I get it.
Oliver?
I understand.
Oliver?
I think I've got a Snapchat of me farting in the bath.
Yeah, I
So
bet it sounds like Oliver.
Yeah,
Oliver?
I'll have to dig it out and have a listen. Anyway, I was thinking for the first 10-15 minutes, this is a bit boring. It's taken a while to set the scene here, and then blood and guts happened. I watched a man's face get caved in by an axe, and then you saw his face after the axe had entered. It was good. There was a lot of blood and guts. It was very enjoyable. I loved it, Mum. Thank you.
Well, rate it. What's your rating?
9 out of 10.
Do we do that here?
No, it's an A+.
Right,
It's an A+ so far. Correct me if I'm wrong, because Connor said it was every Sunday an episode comes out. Is it Sunday or Friday? Because I thought if you had Sky Atlantic, you got it early.
It's definitely not Friday. Do you mean Monday? Sunday or Monday?
I watched it on a Friday.
Or did you watch it Monday like I did?
No, because I didn't have work the next day. What?
It literally came out Monday. I told you, Game of Thrones is on tonight.
I watched it the Friday, so it come out on the Monday, and I watched it on the Friday. What? Fuck you. No, did I?
You watched it the same day as me, you
What's
bean
going
sprout.
on, everybody? Did I watch it on a Friday?
No, you wasn't out on
Monday.
the Friday.
Monday.
Monday, yeah. Why didn't you go to work Tuesday?
I did go to work. What am I doing?
Don't know. Give your head a wobble. Anyway,
Did you like it?
I did like it. Do you know what? It took me a very long time to work out who Otto was. The guy that sits next to the king. I thought, I recognise you. And then I realised he's Eyeball Paul. Hilarious. Twat. That guy. Yeah. Do you know who Eyeball Paul is?
I think I do, yeah.
Kevin and Perry Go Large. Puts vodka in his eye.
Yes.
Twat. That's
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, that's Eyeball Paul. He's Otto.
Yeah.
I couldn't work out. He looks different with a beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. The bad thing, why I wouldn't give it an S, I would also go A, maybe not A plus, but A, is because it needs more time to build up the characters, get a feel for them, who they are. There's a lot of confusion. They throw a lot of information at you. I don't know who's who. I'm hearing Baratheons. I heard someone say Robert Baratheon. I thought, well, that's not right, because he's in Game of Thrones, but he must be a descendant of blah 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 blah. But once you build up a connection to the characters and they start killing them off, that's when it starts going, oh no, I don't want this person to die. I'll always remember Game of Thrones, watching it with my wife, certain episode. I won't go into spoilers.
No, spoil it.
Alright, fuck 'em. Everyone dies. Jamie Lannister, there's an episode where him and Bronn or Bryn, or what's his name? Bronn? His mate Bronn?
Bryn.
Pretty sure it's Bronn.
Bronn?
Him and his mate Bronn are running around, and it looks like one of them's going to die. And I didn't want Jamie Lannister to die, and my wife was like, fuck him.
Yeah, what, Mr. Incest?
Well, yeah, no, but he had a redemption arc where he was like he was saving the Brienne of Tarth.
Mr. Goldhand.
Yeah, so he had a bit of a redemption arc, didn't he? And everyone started liking him. But I didn't want him to die. I thought he was a cool character. And Jim was like, no, fuck him. Let him die. Keep Bronn alive. And I was like, but I don't want Bronn to die either. Well, I want Jamie to live. So we both had two different characters who wanted to live. I couldn't think of any other show that's never had like such a polarising thing where it's like, oh no, he's definitely bad, he needs to die. And we wouldn't agree. Whereas this is like, oh no, she wants him to live, I want him to live. I thought that was very cool. When House of Dragons starts doing that, that's when it will really, really pick up. What's interesting to me is I had this conversation with a pal. Not that he's much of a conversation, he's a bit of a dick. Are they going to go down the Marvel road with this? Are we going to see one series of House of Dragons and then we're going on to...
No, please, fuck off.
Are we going to move on to the start?
Get away from the over-complicated storylines of all that shit. Doesn't need it. This type of thing doesn't need it. Do these series, stick with this storyline, and then just leave it after that.
Yeah, but we won't, though. If there's more stories to be told, I want to hear them. But what I'm saying is, if they do, all right, 10 seasons of this, are they then going to move on to the start?
Yes, but Marvel goes crazy with it. You could have a scene with a postman in the background, 100 foot away, putting a parcel on a doorstep. They're going to want fucking 10 seasons on him. Because they want everyone's backstory on fucking everything. It's so pointless. It's so fucking annoying. Fuck them. I don't like Marvel anyway. Fuck it.
Well,
it upsets me with how much
sounds
shit,
like a you problem.
With how much shit that it's just, just give it a rest, man. Just give it a rest.
All right. Well, my review is A. I enjoyed it very much. I didn't like the cesarean. I was not a fan of that.
Oh, that was a bit nutty, wasn't it?
I couldn't look at that. I had to put a pillow over my face. Jim had to tell me it was done because I can't look at stuff like that. That's dark.
I don't think Steph was happy with me because naturally this woman was screaming. There's no anaesthetic. She was screaming, having her stomach ripped out. And I just sat there and went, what's she making all the noise for?
Yeah. Bro.
What's she screaming for?
Yeah, you'd scream if you stubbed your toe.
Yeah, so. It looked extremely painful. And what makes it worse is that that type of shit happened.
Yeah, of course it is. It's probably on the same level as treading on Lego.
I think having your stomach ripped open to get the baby out might be slightly more advanced than stepping on Lego.
No, I disagree. The thing is, you can't compare because they never trod on Lego.
Yeah, they didn't have Lego,
so we can't.
They might have had Mega Blocks.
The only way is if someone cuts my stomach open, and I tread on Lego at the same time. And go, oh yeah, the Lego hurts.
Yeah,
a bit
the Lego's a bit more.
Yeah, or no, stop that cutting. That's a bit sore actually. That's the only way we're going to.
It depends entirely on the tools at hand. So, what sort of blade are they using? How many squares of Lego are you standing on? It needs further investigation.
Yeah,
really.
we'll have to do the maths. We'll do the maths and we'll get back to you on that one. Don't cut your own bellies open.
Yeah.
We're not actually going to
Or
do
step
that.
on Lego.
Well, I mean, you can do that, but it does bloody hurt.
Did I send you the video of the people that spent $800 on the Destroyer, a ship from Star Wars? What's it? Something Destroyer.
So disrespectful.
What's it called?
Star Destroyer.
The Star Destroyer, and they built it took them 16 hours, and then they dropped it from a height and filmed it being smashed up.
No, I'm glad you didn't send that to me.
And it was incredible, the music they stuck with it.
No, it's not even funny. What a waste.
Yeah, I think that's why they did it.
Why is it so dark? What's happening?
Because it's like 6 o'clock.
No way.
It's late because Connor fucked around trying to make us make characters on D&D.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What was we talking about?
Oh
yeah, we're getting a stomach cut open. Yeah,
House of Dragons.
Very good. If you haven't watched it and you have the access to be able to watch it, then it's very good. I'm excited because I never jumped on the Game of Thrones hype. I jumped on it after all of it had been released. So I quite like the fact that I'm watching from day one. So after 1,500 seasons of it and everyone's running around with walking sticks going, do you remember that? It was so upsetting. I'll be able to take part in that.
Yeah, I'm there for it. I think the answer to your question originally is I think it comes out on Sunday in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m, I believe. So obviously you won't be watching that.
Yes.
And then you can watch it anytime, obviously, during the day.
Monday.
Yeah, so it'll be Monday. It might come out Sunday night. I know it comes out Sunday night for Americans, but we're not Americans, so we just have to deal with it. That's the trouble. We have to stay off social media all day because everything's just a spoiler.
Yep.
I don't like spoilers on things like that.
Yep.
But that's that. That's House of Dragons. A for me, A+ for the Leng Dog. High on Life is next. The new game from what I believe the creator of Rick and Morty. Might be making that up.
It is.
Looks phenomenally funny.
Looks very funny.
Medicine is the best form of laughter.
Yeah,
that's what I was going for. Laughter is the best form of medicine. So if that game can make me laugh, then it deserves whatever price it's going to pay. Because there's one thing that I've always found with games: not many actually make me laugh out loud, and the only one I can think of, genuinely, was Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was literally about to say Guardians of the
Because
Galaxy.
other than that, there might be the odd. But like belly laughing, Guardians of the Galaxy had me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Drax and Rocket. So this game looks. I showed Rhys a little clip I saw of High of Life on the Game Awards, I believe it was, and it just looks bloody hilarious.
It looks fantastic. Everything talks to you. The clip that Ash showed me was a knife begging to be picked up and thrusted into people's stomachs and faces and yeah, it's basically like having an orgasm when you pick it up and he starts stabbing people with it and he's like, yes, more
It's just silly.
let me take his guts out. Like it the only bit I'm skeptical about is everything we're seeing just to hype us up about it, and when it actually comes out it won't be anything like
I've seen
what
some
we've
hands-on previews and they're gassing it up, saying no, this is the real deal.
Then I'm all for it. I love that type of shit. I think it's been a long time since we had a game where it really just doesn't give a fuck about touchy things like that. You know what I mean?
It's just silly. It's just over the top silliness. And if there's one thing I am, is a little bit silly.
Yeah.
So I'm all for just rather than a very well constructed joke, I'd rather tell you about a fart in the bath because that makes me laugh.
Yeah. When people ask to describe Ash, that's the first thing they say. Go, he's silly.
Oliver?
This man is silly.
Oliver?
So ridiculous.
Oliver?
So fucking stupid.
I'm not silly. I am silly.
I'm very silly.
You silly Billy.
Yeah.
Well, that's that. What we've been playing is the last thing. I'll go first. Whole lot of nothing. Played a lot of Call of Duty Warzone. Other than that, I do believe that might be the only game I've played this week. I've played it probably 2 nights. Once again, the game in LoL is setting in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm paralysed by choice again a little bit, but
I feel that.
I'm really enjoying Call of Duty Warzone. Looking forward to Modern Warfare 2. So I'm not bored of games. I'm just stuck in the Warzone hole at the moment.
Yeah.
And no signs of getting out anytime soon with Modern Warfare 2 on the horizon. But upcoming God of War Ragnarok will soon change things.
We cannot wait. We cannot wait.
Did you ever get the confirmation email about your...
I have the confirmation email. They haven't taken the money. When I spoke to Mark about it, because I was a little bit panicked about it, he said they don't take the money until it actually releases anyway. So it'll be fine. If it doesn't release, if I don't get it, if game fuck up, I'll be knocking on the door. I'll drop everything and I'll be knocking on the door because I'll be after it 100%. And whoever ends up with my collector's edition, I'll be knocking on their door and I'll be taking it from them. That's
Fair enough.
But yeah, I've got the confirmation email.
Good. What have you been playing this week?
A little bit of a mixed bag, really. I played a bit of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
When are you going to play Mass Effect, man?
Tried playing
Stop
it.
teasing me.
Tried playing it. First one, very boring. Anyway,
Well, no. You don't just say that and then scoot off into the sunset.
I threw in about 45 minutes and thought, yeah, this is a bit boring. I can't be asked for this at the moment, and I couldn't. I will go back to it and I will play it. But at the time of playing, I couldn't be bothered. Simple as that. Anyway, Hellblade.
No, I'm fuming.
Senua's
I'm actually fuming.
Sacrifice. Very good. Connor's played it. He's completed it. It's a very short campaign, 6 to 7 hours. I'm about an hour in. There's constant whispers and talking in your head, and to the point where it is designed to be annoying and to frighten you, and it very much does that. It's very, very, very good. If you haven't played that, it's on Xbox Game Pass. It's good. It's good for a little campaign. Only made by 20 people. It's a small company, and I can't remember the name of the company. But good game. No Man's Sky dropped off a little bit. I won't lie. I haven't overdone it. It's just that I'm looking at other shit because for podcast reasons, and it is for podcast reasons, I want to play other games to have something to talk about, because I don't want to just talk about No Man's Sky constantly. Cult of the Lamb, I jumped on. I promised everyone that I would have that completed by now. I don't. Apologies. I'm about halfway through. All my followers decided to kick up a fuss and try and leave me, so I sacrificed them. Simple as that.
I'm starting to feel like we should make Cult of the Lamb like part of the podcast permanently, and every week we should do something and just have a little story to tell about.
I had a cull. It's as simple as that. I try to be nice, and if people are kicking off, I try to ascend them to a greater plane. And yet, some of them, they weren't having it. So I could have killed them in their sleep, but I thought, no, everyone needs to learn a lesson here. They need to watch the murders happen. So I killed people in front of other people. It's as simple as that. Don't piss me off, because I'll kill you. Remember that when you first start playing it, the devil says they work for you. You don't work for them. And they weren't working for me, so I got rid of them. And it's simple as that. And we rinse and repeat and we start again. My next game that I was playing was obviously Final Fantasy for a little bit. And I have, as of yesterday, updated Elder Scrolls Online, because
No, not again.
I want to give that another crack.
Oh, no.
And I don't think I gave it a fair crack on the PC. So I'm going to do that. I've made myself a red guard. I'm going to make a warrior type. And
What?
Huh?
A what?
A red guard.
Yeah, what class?
Dragon Knight.
No, you said something else.
A warrior.
A what?
Warrior. Warrior.
Thank you.
Fuck off. Fuck off,
What's
man.
a warrior?
And I have modelled the character off of a big, burly, like Samoan type person. And
Rock. You're going for the Rock.
Yeah, but with braids.
Maui.
Very cool.
Maui.
So, I'll be playing that a bit because Steph loves Elder Scrolls Online, but unfortunately, she only really plays it when I play it, and I feel very guilty because I actually made her buy it on her computer, and yeah, I just feel bad and feel like I should give it a chance so that she can enjoy playing it with someone and not just on her own. So
It's a shame because I'd like to jump on that with you, but I can't because I don't think you can crossplay.
no, it's not crossplay.
Yes, that's sad, isn't
Because we was playing it on the PlayStation, and then I stopped playing it because it was a shame really, because we really got into it, and I just dropped off and left Steph in the dark, and I to this day I feel very bad about it. And then obviously got it on the PC and was like, it's so much better on PC platform than it is PlayStation. It just plays so much better. So yeah, said that to Steph and she bought it, and then we played it for a little bit, and then again, I pick things up and drop them so fucking quick. So I'm trying to work my way out of that. And yeah, I'm gonna give it another crack.
Interesting.
And that's that.
Well, that about does us. That's a wrap for our 10th episode.
10th
special.
episode, 10 whole hours, and the next big one is 100.
You're nearly there. Yeah.
Yeah.
What, 10% of the way.
Yeah. Still have fuck all to show for it.
Yeah. Where's our money, man? I thought we'd be rich by now.
There's some podcasts that I've listened to, and they've got like 4 episodes out, and there's like 10 adverts on their fucking podcast. I don't understand how people do it. I really don't. But we'll figure it out. I haven't really spoken to Ash much about it, but I am looking at things like Patreon. We actually have a Patreon, but I haven't set it up to actually receive money or do anything. It's just I've made the account.
Do you know? Listen, it's not even about the money.
No.
But do you know how gassed I'll be when someone actually does something on Patreon? It will blow my mind. The first time that ever happens, I still remember the first time anyone ever donated to me on Twitch. Because everyone kept going, oh, make a donate button, I was like, nah. They kept banging on. I was like, do you know what? If people actually want to do it, I might be able to get a computer and do proper streams. And someone donated, I can't remember, it was either $1 or a couple of quid or something. And I was like, I almost got moved to tears. I was like, wow, someone's actually just giving
you money for
but
it.
you know, the funny thing is, I literally stopped streaming. I was sitting there, I was saying thanks, probably too much. Looked like a bit of a dick. Got a bit overwhelmed by it all. And then they reversed the transaction.
Can you do that? You can do that.
Yeah, so I didn't even get the money.
They thought this fucking idiot was pouring his heart and soul out. I'm going to take that. That is fantastic. I'm going to start doing that.
No, don't do that.
That sounds incredible.
No, it's a dick move. Don't do that.
That's hilarious. So there's a TikTok account, and the guy, literally, his TikTok account is based around him gifting streamers with like one view, like hundreds of pounds.
Yeah, but I think it's different. I mean, then people tend to.
So he could be reversing that.
Yeah, but you'd know they'd make it. Excuse me, they'd make it apparent that they were doing that, and I don't think it's as simple as that. I think it's more like
probably isn't. No,
but you can do it, and I know people do it.
It sounds funny.
Yeah, well, I did see the funny side of it, but I feel like right Wally for how like thankful and emotional I got over $1 or whatever it was.
But yeah, we are thinking about the Patreon more and more, and Ash is right. It's not for the money, as many people will probably sit there and go, well, it obviously is, but not so much my time, but Ash's time is way more valuable than mine, and he doesn't get as much free time as I do. So in order for us to pump out more content, there has to be more of a reason for us to do it, if that makes sense. Would you agree?
I would not say that my time's more valuable than yours at all, but
he has a family, he's got children, blah 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 blah. Whereas I don't. So
basically, I give up the afternoon with my children to do this, so I don't see them normally when I get in there in bed. But it's not a sob story. It's what it is. I choose to do this. My wife supports me, and my children support me, and I'm very happy. So
if you want to take this man away from his children even more, you have to pay for it. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it won't be a lot of money. It won't be a lot of money at all.
My daughter just wants Peppa Pig dolls.
A couple of bags of sweets, some Kinder eggs.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We're not asking for much. That's probably what it'll be. We don't know what we would do. Maybe, I don't know. Fuck it. We won't get into it because we're just rambling on now.
Yeah, we'll fuck off to the Maldives, won't we? You and me.
But it's in the pipeline.
We'll do some streams, some podcasts out in the Maldives.
Our 10th episode, and this will be the longest episode that we've done.
It was
so
a special
far.
one. I told you it was a special. I told you it was special.
It's good.
Yeah. Enjoy that. No, as I say, I still enjoy it as much as I did from the first episode. I look forward to it every week, and regardless of if I know the person that's listening or if you are a random person, we appreciate it. We appreciate your time. It's fun. We really enjoy it, and hopefully we can carry it on for many years to come, regardless of income. Obviously, the money would be nice, but do not stress yourselves. What will be, and we're just doing it for the love of games and a laugh, really. A bit of banter on a Friday, and everything's cushy, isn't it?
And eventually, because I know exactly how my brain works, and when Steph listens to this, she will know exactly how my brain is working at the moment. I cannot stop looking at the equipment we need to incorporate a third person and even a fourth if we really, really wanted to. And once my mind is fixated on something like that, chances are I'll end up buying it. So you never know. maybe in a couple of episodes' time, we might end up incorporating another person every now and then.
Yeah, little guest features.
Which will be exciting, because I think that would be quite cool to bounce off of a third person.
100%. I think they'll feel like... It'll be nice as well, because we can sit there and watch them squirm, like we did on our first episode.
Yeah,
and
they'll
like,
be really... yeah.
It's uncomfortable, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you don't like just talking. Yeah, you're talking to me, but you're talking to them too. Yeah. Look how uncomfortable you are.
Yeah. All these imaginary viewers or listeners, are in the back of your mind, and you have to be careful of everything that you say. Can't drop the C-bomb anymore, can you, sir? Because we got to do more editing if you do.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. I'm fucking off.
Yeah, no more swearing. Yeah, we've enjoyed it. It's been great. Thanks very much for all your time, and here's to the next 10 episodes, I guess.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Uru.
Uru.